What the is a vector? Let's go. Hey, I'm Maria. Welcome. This is design school. So, you've heard the word vector, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, what is this? Is it future tech? Is it math? Is it art? It's a shape. A vector is a digital shape made of points, lines, and curves. It's infinitely scalable, which means you can blow it up to the size of a billboard, or you can shrink it into a tiny icon and it stays crisp. No pixelation, no blur. What I think about, if you saw the Aladdin movie back in the day and Genie goes, I'm gonna get shy for a second. And Genie says something like, infinite cosmic power, itty bitty living space, right? That's what I think of. A vector is able to go mega big or then be like itty bitty bitty. So this is because a vector isn't made of pixels, it's made of mathematical paths. So if you're using Illustrator and you're making vectors, the pen tool, you're drawing paths, it calls that. Like if you want to type on, it says type on a path. Let's go back. So each point is a coordinate and the lines connecting them are equations, not tiny dots, right? So your computer isn't storing colors in little squares like pixels, it's storing instructions. So where do you see vectors in the wild? Everywhere, right? Street signs, logos, fonts, illustrations, icons, laser cut signs, embroidery files, it's all vectors. Basically everything that you see in the world, the shopping bag, they're not literally vector files that you're looking at, right? But you're seeing the byproduct of vectors. So if you ever sent a logo to print and they asked for an EPS, AI, or SVG file, that's a vector. If you sent them a tiny PNG instead, they probably were like, send a vector. There's like this deodorant in front of me. It's not mine. This is a vector. So you are seeing the byproduct of vectors all around you all the time. Why should you care? It's because if you want your business to look crisp all over the place, you're going to be wanting to use and send vector files. Now, there's different kinds of vector files. They're not all the same. So basically, the first one, like the OG vector, is an AI file. This is Adobe Illustrator. If your designer sends you this, guard it with your life because this is the editable master file. A encapsulated postscript. Basically, you just send this to printers. It's a print-friendly file. SVG, scalable vector graphic. These are really great for icons and for web. So if you're uploading your logo to a website, upload the SVG file. It has code in it. Developers like them. And then PDF, portable document format, we know these. PDFs are not vector files, but depending on the way you save it, a PDF can preserve the vector compatibility, or like vector properties. So this is the best way to send someone something if you don't know what file opening capabilities they have on their machine. Let's see, what else? So basically the way a vector works is, remember in math class when you were like drawing graphs or like drawing shapes, and like in geometry they might say, okay, transform a shape. The way that vectors work is that they're mathematical points. So you're basically drawing like, I don't want to say graphs, but like you're drawing points in space. And then the lines connecting them use math and not tiny picture files. So that's why they can become infinitely big and infinitely small, is because you're not saving the color image data. You're saving a set of instructions for your computer to read to then regenerate that image. Does that make sense? Let me know if it does or doesn't. That's all for now. Thanks for hanging out with me. Subscribe, let me know if you have questions.